And welcome to another brand new episode of Live Forex Trading with your host, Peeling Mindset. So, this is another day, beautiful day. We are here. We showed up to the London stream. We're going to see if we're going to take any sort of opportunity today. So, it looks like yesterday's gold bias did play out. Look at this. This is just beautiful, isn't it? So whatever we plan for in the London session, that's one good thing about London session, right? So we show up early to the chart. We plan out, we see the cycles throughout the day. And that way we get the bias, we get the opportunity in the back of the head. And as soon as volume starts kicking in, we get the price. This is just amazing. Amazing how we could actually catch it. So that was amazing. Yesterday, New York session, NY session, I got these buys. That was an amazing play, man. And the original bias from the London session that played out too. So that's pretty good. Hassan says, morning on the YouTube. Good morning. All right, just give me a little bit second here. Trying to see if the system's up and running. Everything's looking good. Pretty good. All right, so just got to do this. Just got to do this. Just got to do this. And here we go. Alrighty, so looks like gold is pushing up. So this is interesting, isn't it? So gold is actually pushing up. Look at this 4-hour candle, previous 4-hour candles. The wicks are higher than the previous 4-hour candles. It looks like this 4-hour candle is going to move all the way up to this target here. So this is going to be the first target right here. This is going to be the first target. So what I'm going to do is I will do this. And I will do this just like that. And going to erase this right here. Actually, hold on. Let's go into the daily time frame and see what's happening. All right. So looking at the daily time frame. Looking at the daily time frame, the current daily candle has actually grabbed its liquidity from the bottom. Maybe that liquidity, the wick on the bottom, is enough for the price to further move up. So this is very interesting. If the price is actually going to move all the way up, right? From the current price, the range to the top of the wick is 113 pips. So can we get something over there? That will be interesting. So looking at the 4-hour, look at this. So if this, okay, just give me a second. And here we go. All right. So if this was a range price, left that range around NYSE yesterday with a proper bullish structure body, right? So we actually got that price movement was corrected around the NYSE, the late New York session. So this is pretty interesting. So if the price is still trying to leave outside the range, the wicks are there. Look at this. Every 4-hour wick is kind of like respecting each other, right? So it's getting higher and higher. So if the liquidity grab has been done, what do we need for the price to further move up? Maybe this current 4-hour candle to do something similar to this. Maybe a wick on the downside before it moves up is actually going to push the price all the way up. So that is something to look out for. So if the current price, if the current candle dips down, that is no wonder. That is going to be expected. So if that actually happens, if the 4-hour candle makes a wick, then starts moving up, that'll be an ideal case to take buys. Okay, so we are out of this range. So this range, we are out of it already. So want to see some sort of bullish continuation here. And let's look at the weekly candle too. So looking at the weekly candle. All right, just give me a second here. Looking at the weekly candle. So what we know is the previous weekly candle grabbed its liquidity. So all this wick on the downside seems as if the cause for this, right? Whatever's happening right now. So if there is still chances for the weekly candle to further move up, so this orange line, 1898,680, could be our final target. That could be our final target. The wicks on the left-hand side has been attacked already. Look at this. It's actually moved into this wick area, has been attacked. So maybe this is the final target for the weekly candle to move all the way up. All right. So the daily candle is looking good. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame. Okay, going into the 4-hour time frames, we've already looked at the wicks, which are higher than each other. Look at this, higher, higher. So which is pretty good. Just want to see this 4-hour candle make some sort of lower wick before moving up. That will be pretty good. So we are only a few minutes in this 4-hour. Look at this. We have 3 hours and 25 minutes left for this 4-hour to close. So we have to wait. Definitely have to wait. So we are just waiting here. Okay, interesting. So, alrighty. 2 hour, 1 hour. Okay, looking at the 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour has 25 more minutes left for its close. A simple technical analysis could be something like this, right? Anybody can say that, you know what? Price moving up with volume is so apparent right now. What if we get something like this? What if we get something like this? Why can't we wait for something like this? If we wait for something like this, and if this happens, then that'll be good. We do have cleaner range on the left-hand side to fill. So if this clean range could be filled, if that could be targeted, that would be nice. So that's something I'm going to wait for here. That's definitely something I'm going to wait for here, okay? So the hourly candle has 24 minutes left for its close. So let's see. And okay, so this was the level from yesterday. 1873 to 65 was a level from yesterday. Okay, I wanted to see price close above that, and wow, the NYSE did push it up. So for now, looking at this. Looking at the available information. All right, so that gray area is a 4-hour rejection point. This is a 4-hour rejection point. Okay, something to look out for. 4-hour rejection point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down 4-hour rejection point. So what this notation is going to allow me to do is it's going to assist me, right? It's going to help me see that this was a 4-hour rejection point. Maybe if price goes anywhere closer to this area, there could be a chance of a reaction. Price could react around that level. So that's why I'm pointing out that, you know what, this is a 4-hour rejection point. Okay. So this was the yesterday's range, 1873 to 65. So we are already above it. So that's invalid. So I'm just going to cut it out. So this gray area is going to be the top of this dirty range here. So if actually price starts dipping in that range, I will stay calm for the price to leave it, or maybe just get inside the range. So there could be a possible setup like yesterday where we got the fake out, right? So we're just waiting. We're just waiting for now. So we will see what's going to happen. What's going to happen. For now, the highest probable setup is a buy. It looks like we can get a buy. So just waiting for now. So the previous 2-hour candle rejected the top and closed bullish, all right, with a wick on the top. This current 2-hour candle has filled that wick and is leaving a wick on the top. Let's see if this wick on the top is the road for the next candle to further fill. Okay. Gotta wait for 22 more minutes. That's what we gotta do here. Gotta wait for 22 more minutes. And da 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 da. As a 30-minute candle, this gray area here is like a 30-minute support right at this point in time. So we will see what's actually happening here. All right, so doing another simple technical analysis on the 30-minute, seems like price actually moved up, is making some sort of support here, is heading up. So if we get some sort of candle close above this area, maybe we can take buys here. So if a candle closes above this area around here, a 15-minute or 5-minute candle close above, maybe that could give us a volume push up. So got to wait for the volume too. So talking about volume, if you don't know what session you are in and what sort of volume you can expect, so what you can do is you can go into Forex Factory. Obviously, you will see the daily news happening here, right? Any calendar event. So it looks like there is a clean day here. There is a minor USD news around NY session, but we are in a London session at this point in time. We are in pre-London and London session, so we are waiting to see if this Sydney market close, which is going to end in the next 20 minutes, if that's going to induce any sort of volume in the market. Or maybe Sydney close is going to induce some sort of volume, and maybe a London open is going to induce some sort of volume in the market. So we are just waiting here for any possible buys. Okay, let's see. For now, the 30-minute is dipping down, which is fine, because on the higher time frame, looking at the higher time frame, definitely we can see that, you know what, there's a higher chance 4 hours are making support. What are the chances this current 4 hours is going to do something similar to this? There is few chances, right? There are chances. So if the current 4 hours is going to do something similar to this, a wick sort of rejection from the downside, that is perfect. That is simply perfect. Okay, so got to see a wick and then a continuation up, if it's actually continuing up. So we're just waiting for that. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen. Is a Thursday, so we do expect a lot of volume on Thursday, so we will see. We will see. In the next 19 minutes, maybe we are going to get some sort of volume here. Oh, the subscription on the YouTube has gone to 149. That's interesting. So we are almost hitting that 150 mark now. Wow. Interesting. Who's going to be the 150th subscriber to the channel? That'll be interesting. Okay, so the 2 hour is sort of rejecting that area. Looks like there's a long wick on the top. We still have time left for this 2 hour candle to close. So looking for buys, possible buys for gold here. So this hourly candle is coming into close in the next 18 minutes. Okay, so very interesting. Have to wait and see what's going to happen here. As the 30-minute candle is going below the support. Interesting. Hourly has rejected that top. Let's look at the 15-minute candle here. Alrighty. And GJ is pushing up for now. Okay. Interesting price actions here. Very interesting price actions here. All right, so looking at the 15-minute candle, so I got to wait for 2 more minutes to see if this candle actually closes below the support. So if this candle could close below the support, we'll also keep an eye open for any apparent sells, okay? Any obvious sells. So we will see. All right, so the 5-minute is clearly ranging from left to right here. So this 5-minute is the first candle that has closed below. So on the higher time frame, buys look more obvious. On the smaller time frame, it's breaking these levels. So it's interesting to see how price is going to react. It's going to be interesting how price is going to react. Let's see. In the next 16 minutes, we are going to see some sort of volume. So we will see. Morning, Ricardo. I hope you're doing well. Morning. 16. All right. So the London market's going to start in the next hour and 16 minutes. So we will see how the London market is actually going to treat gold's price here. Wow. is rejecting the top straight here. Gotta wait for another 1 more minute to see if we can get some sort of selling bias. Okay, gotta be careful because on the higher time frame perspective, there is still chances for price to further push up, right? Looking at the wick, especially looking at the wick, look at this. Especially looking at the wicks 1, 2, 3, look at this. What are the chances this current 4 hour is going to do something similar? There is a higher chance it can actually reject the area and further move up. So there could be short-term sells, but it's a good idea to actually base yourself in a higher time frame sort of a maneuver. So kind of waiting here. Kind of waiting. Waiting and waiting. Okay, 30 minutes going to close in the next 15 minutes here. Even the hourly is rejecting the top. Even the 15-minute, 5-minute has rejected the top. So this 5-minute looks like it's going to close below this support. So interesting. Are we going to get any sort of sell here? What's happening? What is happening here? Because I don't want to rush in any sort of trade, you know. I can. So the idea about a London stream is to be early in the market and see what the market does, and sort of build bias, sort of see the market cycle from the London session till the New York, because I actually trade New York session too. So any sort of bias that I build in London not only helps me for London sessions move, but it actually helps me be prepared for New York, right? So for example, yesterday I waited for buys here. I waited for buys in gold. I didn't get the buy. I didn't get a stronger confirmation buy, not at all. And I didn't take that buy, right, around here. So around NYSE, NY session, look at this. Look at the push that we got in the gold. So if you base yourself in a higher time frame sort of a maneuver or higher time frame sort of a price action, you will get that move. Maybe late. It's not going to be explosive right away then. Maybe later around volume time, but definitely yes. So that was something good. Yesterday, basing myself on the 4 hour on the daily time frame did pay out. I actually got the buys. I actually got the buys from here, from down here. So that was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Secured about 140, was it 140? Yeah, 140 pips. And definitely got, man, this is just amazing. And the final bias played out too. This is just amazing. Yesterday's gold price action was just amazing. So many pips here. So many pips. Okay, so looking at the hourly candle is coming into close in the next 13 minutes. Okay, the wick on the top is something interesting to look at, but we have to see if this current hourly candle is doing something like this. If the hourly candle is doing something like this. Okay, so if this is happening, if this is actually happening, that's good. We just need a candle close above, right? And that way we can base ourselves for buys. So that's something I am waiting for here. Waiting for buys in gold. Okay, the 30 minutes coming to a close. So the previous 15-minute candle closed below the support. Look at this, with the rejection from the top. So I'm actually keeping my eyes open and trying to be fluid. If there's any sort of sales coming in, I am just trying to be fluid here. I'm just trying to see if I can actually get that. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. All right, so the hourly is going to close in the next 11 minutes. Waiting for long-term buys, waiting for any sort of fluid sell setup. So just trying to stay calm, stay put. Okay, so the hourly is coming into close in 11 minutes. Okay, if this hourly is rejecting the top, and if it's going to close a strong bearish, then there are still chances for sell. So I don't need to rush in any sort of sell here. Okay, I'm just going to stay calm. Let's look at the GJ for the time being. So Okay, so GJ. Interesting. Okay, so GJ fell pretty hard on NY. Pretty hard, actually. Pretty hard. So this is good because candles are finally moving with volume. So if that volume is going to be like continued or is actually going to stay there in the market, we are going to get some sort of push, right, in GJ. So I actually want to see a heavy rejection from the top for the GJ to go further down. So this will be something interesting to look at, how this weekly candle closes. I want to see this weekly candle close bearish. So let's see what's going to happen. All right. So today is Thursday. Obviously, a lot of volume can be seen around Thursdays. So we will see how this candle is going to start closing. If I see candles closing below this daily level, that'll be a good chance for me to take sales below that level, you know. So currently the daily candle here has chances to fill the wick on the downside. Definitely. So I'm just going to wait for sales in pound JPY here. Okay. So the 4-hour price action is pretty clear. Went down, up. There's a higher chance it can head down. So just waiting. I need to see sales in GJ. Need to see sales for sales. Okay, what I need to see is this previous 2-hour candle sort of closed bullish. I would need candles to break this support. So this support. Okay, so the hourly candle is going to close in the next 9 minutes. Okay, so the hourly is definitely ranging side by side in this range. And the range is about 26, 28 pips range. So for any sort of sell, I need candles to close below 153.945 level at least. And that way I can take clear sales. So I'm going to set my alarm here. I set my alert. Just going to relax a little bit. And let's set my alert. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Okay, GJ is all good. And we are looking at gold. Okay, gold hourly is coming into close in the next 8 minutes. So I have to wait for this hourly candle to close now. 30-minute candle is still below that support, which is good, Let's see if we get a chance to be fluid in the market today. Can we get a chance to be fluid in the market? All right. So the previous 5-minute candle closed with a rejection. It's sort of a rejection from this range. The wick definitely tells you that, you know what? Price didn't want to stay in this range. Look at this. If this was a clean range, price definitely did close below, and this price rejected it. So if this price is also rejecting it, there could be a chance for sale here. There could be a chance for sale. I'm just waiting for this hourly candle to close. So I am sort of wait. Okay, 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. Okay, so the 5-minute is actually rejecting it pretty hard. Looks like it can fall down. Looks like it can fall down. 20 pips of range here. From the current price, it's 20 pips of range. Okay, 20 pips of range. Okay. Okay, in 6 minutes, Sydney market's going to close in the next 6 minutes. Are we going to get a push down? More than likely. And this is, I think, going to be an explosive trade here. It's going to be a very explosive trade where you enter, exit really fast. And I'm basing myself on the higher time frame perspective. So want to see some sort of a push up or a flip in the 4-hour candle, which is very obvious for buys. So if the buys are not coming yet, I can wait. I can wait a little bit more. Okay. So, hello, BJ. Hello, hello, hello. Five minutes. It looks like it's going to push down. It's definitely going to push down. With the Sydney market close, there could be a volume. So this is going to be a very quick trade. For guys who are fluid, this is going to be explosive. Explosive trade. Bang, bang. This is going to be explosive sort of a trade. But I am just basing myself on the high time frame, you know, just gotta stay calm. If there is a fake out, actually a fake out happening, I have enough time, or I have enough time to react towards it. So if there's a fake out actually happening, if this is a fake out, and if the candles are coming back into the yesterday's range, I still have time. I still have time. And I know that this, if there is a fake out happening, I know that this wick is going to be attacked. So I still have time. So if there's fake out happening, I can take trade below that level with confidence, attacking that wick. So just gotta wait. On the high time frame, definitely buys look apparent. Buys look apparent on GJ. One more time. Let's see. GJ's candles 1 hour ranging side by side. Have to see a candle close below 153.945 at least. So below 153.945. Yep. 55 for Yep. What for buys? For buys, this could be the case for buy. 154.315 could be a case for buy. That could be a case for buy. If you're actually looking for buy, 154.315 could be a case. That could be a case here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just noting it down here. Buys above 154.315. Okay, that's something to look at here. Okay, BJ has sent me a chart, so I'm going to look at it. Let's have a look at that chart. Okay, so the hourly candle is coming to a close in the next 2 minutes. Looks like as short-term sales in gold are there. There could be short-term sales. If candles could start breaking this support, this 1 minute, 5 minute support, if candle starts heading down, there's a 20 pips range down there. So guys who are fluid, that could be your case. That could be your case. But I have to be careful with the higher time frame perspective, obviously. Well, let's see if I can copy this extension. And I could do this. And I can do this. And I can do this. Okay, BJ sends a gold chart on 30 minutes. All right, so he says buys above 1880.250 and sells below 1871.588. Yeah, if the candle closes below this level, 1871.588, there could be a chance that this maneuver here, whatever's happening here on the top, this one, whatever's happening here is just a fake out. And if the candle starts closing below the range, there is not enough volume for the price to further push up. So that case, it'll be a similar setup like yesterday. Like yesterday, we pushed up, we closed above, but that was the first candle that closed above, right? And this candle told us that, you know what, there are high chances fake outs happening. And if a fake out is happening, price just fell all the way down. So similar here, similar. There is a cleaner range on the higher time frame. Just got to be careful because there's a higher chance gold can push up in terms of a higher time frame. In terms of daily, in terms of 4 hour, there's a higher chance price still has room for the upside. So just got to be careful on that side. But yeah, looks good. Charts look looking good, PJ. The resistance you're spotting at the resistance pretty good. You know, you're spotting at this resistance pretty good. You have this range here, which is good, and you're using this price level sort of idea and this price area sort of idea with a gray box, which is pretty good. So you're picking up stuffs. You're picking up stuffs pretty well. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good that you're getting the idea of resistance, support zone, and price levels, so which is good. All right, looks like the price is going to push down. There's a high chance the price could push down. So this is the Sydney market close. So Sydney market is going to induce some sort of volume in the market. And if gold is pushing down, we can push all the way down to here. Okay, but I'm actually waiting for buys. So my case is different. Because I've seen the previous 4-hour candle do something like this. Look at this. So this is something that you will note down over time. So traders, look at this. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. So what are the chances this 4 hour is going to reject that level in a similar fashion? There's a higher chance it's going to do that. So if there's a higher chance, whatever's happening right now, maybe is a liquidity grab, right? We don't know until the candle flips. But if this current candle is going to do something similar to this, you just got to wait and see. Wait and see, right? Just wait and wait. For traders who are fluid in the market, seeing sells was a valid idea. This sell could actually play out. A sell from here. So all the way down, 24 pips range. So whoever took that trade, man, it's amazing. Just got to be explosive in terms of securing profit, because this trade can go into your opposite side anytime. All right, the GJ is falling now. My alert just hit. My alert just hit. Okay. So. Okay, so the 2-hour candle is heading down, which is good. Which is solid. All right, looking at the 4-hour, man, it's so beautiful. Looking at the 4-hour, this is looking so good for sales. Looking at the 4-hour only. Okay, looking at the 4-hour only, sales are looking good. Obviously, there's a support here, but there's a higher chance the wicks can be attacked, right? There's a higher chance the wicks actually can be attacked. So if this wick is going to be attacked, this wick right here is going to be attacked, man, oh man. 4 hours looking sweet. It's actually looking sweet. The only thing is we are only a few minutes in this 4 hour. So we got to wait for the half of the 4 hour to close. At least this 2 hour candle to close, which is going to close in the next 57 minutes, okay? So I don't want to take any early sort of trade. You know, this is something I taught myself over all these times, you know, and I learned this the hard way. I see trades coming in, but I don't need to be egoistic, and I don't need to tell myself that, you know what, I am correct and I'm going to enter now. That's a wrong idea. You have to tell yourself, okay, so if your analysis could be correct, why do you want to enter early? You have to be able to stay calm, hold yourself steady for the right opportunity when everything seems correct, when there's risk, when your risk criteria fulfills, when the structure criteria fulfills. You need to have that checklist. There's no rushing in any sort of trade. You can force thousands of trade in the range. There's no chance of doing that, right? I've learned this the hard way, so I just gotta stay calm. So if I see candles closing below 153.945, there's a higher chance sales are coming in. So I'm just going to wait for that. Just going to wait for that. That is going to be my idea. Have to see at least a 30-minute candle close below 153.945. But the structure is very apparent, to be honest. You know, anybody can come in here. They can do this. Da 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 da. Oh, my space on my working desk just ran out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anybody can do that. Literally anybody can do that. So why not wait for this? Why not wait for this? So beginner traders have to understand that if your analysis could be correct, if you can hold yourself steady, all right, you can hold yourself steady for the right opportunity, that's where you capitalize and that's where you don't lose your money. So why not wait for this? Why not wait for this? Okay. So just wait for this. If you're going to miss out while you're telling yourself that, you know what, I'm waiting for my strategy to work out. I'm waiting for my strategy to print, my candles to print in my way. So I missed out. If I missed out on the trade when the candles are moving and they don't do what I need the candles to do, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. There's going to be another day where you win. So that means your analysis was correct. You were waiting for a proper retest. You were waiting for a proper candle structure to form. So waiting is powerful. And if you wait, that's amazing. So 90% of the traders, they don't do that. That's why they lose their money. So do you want to lose your money? You're going to win. You're going to win once, twice, 3 times. But after the 4th time, all the way till the 10th time, so 6 of the times, you're going to lose. So if you rush into any sort of trade, you're going to lose. So don't rush. The ideas about impulse entry is very advanced. Advanced traders use it, okay? And they use it with a certain risk, which is in a high exposure. It's actually risky to take impulsive trade. So it's actually a advanced idea. So don't rush yourself to do any sort of impulsive trades. Gold is pushing down. Obviously, gold is pushing down, you know. So this right here is the Sydney market close push. Whatever is happening here is Sydney market close. Whoever took it, you know, perfect. The Sydney market has closed 6 minutes ago. So sell around here, maybe on the break of this 5-minute low with stop loss like 10, 12 pips above is running pretty good. And there's like 20 pips of range. So whoever took that trade, perfect. But I'm still waiting for the buys to play out. If the buys are going to play out, perfect, you know. Because obviously I grabbed my gold buys yesterday in the New York session. There's no rush. There's no rush. I don't have to rush here. I can stay calm and patient. Because look at the volume candle here from yesterday. It paid me a lot, right? So I don't need to rush for any sort of small ugly candles. I can wait for the big huge candles, and when they happen, I know it. All right. So all right. So the previous 30-minute candle closed with rejection from the top below the support. This 30-minute candle is is still below that level. It's very close to this previously broken resistance. So if this previously broken resistance could turn out to be support here, that'd be a good chance for price to further move up. There's a cleaner range on the top. And looking at yesterday's rejection and today's 4-hour sort of a wicks on the bottom. Look at this. So look at this. Looking at the wick. The wicks are getting higher every time. That's a clear sign that, you know what, there is still momentum for the upside. And if the volume is still there, candles are going to close in your direction. You just gotta wait. But that sell was this sell was good. Whoever took that trade, pretty good. Pretty good. You just gotta secure a profit, because gold moves pretty fast, and it's beautiful the way it moves fast. But it can rip off in the opposite direction pretty fast too. So just gotta be a little bit mindful about that. Okay. And can you explain the buy on the gold yesterday? Okay, so the buys on gold yesterday, I will give you a simple idea about what happened yesterday. So yesterday's live video, live trading session yesterday, what we did was we were waiting for buys in the London session. Apparently there was no volume, okay, at that time. And so what happened was simple analysis. This hourly candle closed outside the range. This was the first hourly candle that closed outside the range. We were waiting for another candle to do some sort of retest and break this candle's high, and that could have been a perfect entry. But that didn't happen, okay? So there was a fake out that happened in the hourly. Look at this. So hourly candle simply did a fake out. Okay, so if this was the range, this price closing in definitely tells you that, you know what, this is a fake out. So there was a chance that if price would actually bounce inside the range or break the range and further continue down. And which price did. So the price started breaking this range, started going down just because of this fake out. Oh my God. See, just because of the fake out, price started going down. Oh, there's a big sell-off happening. Oh, big sell-off happening, big sell-off happening. But at the end of the day, that sell-off only caused the price to reach this 4-hour major support. Look at this. This was a resistance previously broken by a big, huge 4-hour candle. And after that candle, the price started ranging side by side. So what was the chance? If what was the chance once price started reaching this 4-hour previously broken resistance, there could be some sort of reaction? That was the first instinct in my head, because I was waiting for my bias to play out in London session. Didn't happen. Didn't make sense why the price went down. Didn't make sense at all. All that dropping didn't make sense at all. And after that, what I clearly told myself was that, you know what, there's a higher chance that price could actually react around this 4-hour level. So as long as 1 hour, 2 hour candles respect this broken resistance that could turn out support, I may get a clear buy from the bottom bit of the range. So that was my idea. Obviously, I took an early trade. That was a very early entry. Look at this. After this 30-minute candle close with the rejection from the bottom, this was one healthy sign for me, saying to me that, you know what, this price going down doesn't make sense at all. That's almost like nothing for me. All right. So if there's going to be a correction in the market in any sort of volume, in any sort of direction, maybe there's a chance it's going to be a correction on the top. So that was my instinct when this rejection happened. So that was my instinct, and I had this channel drawn. Look at this. Interesting, isn't it? I had this channel drawn from London session. So this channel was drawn from London session. So price was moving down with that channel. A lot of engagement in that channel. Look at this. A lot of engagement. Just give me a second. Okay. A lot of engagement with the channel, right? A lot of engagement, engagement, moving all the way down, engagement. So the price slowly started making support, slowly started being distorted from the channel, trying to stay away from the channel. All of a sudden, boom. Look at this. Look at this 5-minute candle. Sorry, just give me a second. Look at this 5-minute candle. Rejected that channel for once. Okay, I waited for another candle to close. Now this candle was another candle close, right? Which was the 30-minute rejection. So it's pretty interesting how the candles are rejecting it. So what I did was I placed a pending around here. Once price started, just give me a second. So once price started retracing down, I placed a pending around there. In 1 minute, I was making so much sense because the price was actually rejecting the channel. Just give me a second. Look at this. So the 1 minute was making so much sense. So I was like, oh, you know what? I can risk a little bit here. So looking at this 1 minute rejection. So I placed a pending around here. Bang. And I got the push. So the New York didn't even retrace the price once. Maybe there was one retracement. After that, the price started moving up, all the way up, and gave me 140 pips. So this is an impulse entry. Well, impulse is not the right term. Maybe this was a weighted higher time frame entry. To speculate on this sort of entry, man, it takes a lot of experience. And it was a risky trade, 100% a risky trade. because we had all these hourly candles. Look at this. Okay, look at this. We had all these hourly candles. Okay, we had all these hourly candles pushing down bearish. So what were the chances the next other candles could further push down? There was a higher chance. There was actually a higher chance. But I was waiting for this 4-hour previously broken resistance to act accordingly to my plan. And it did. So, mamma mia. So everything was based on a high time frame. That was sort of a trade. So another clear bias was here, which was the original bias around London session that we made. So the bias was a buy on the break of this high, which happened. Look at this. The bias played out perfectly. The bias did play out. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, the 4-hour is right at this point in time. 4-hour is flipping bullish, so which is very interesting. So the hourly is coming into a close. All right, so we are pushing up, which is not a surprise at all because that's what we were waiting for. Look at this. So we talked all about this. All right, we talked all about this. Look at this here. So if this previous 4-hour candle rejected this bottom with this wick, we said, what were the chances this current 4-hour is going to do something similar? So it looks like it's actually doing something similar, isn't it? So the only question we have to ask this 4-hour is this liquidity grab or this lower wick in the candle, is this enough for the candles to push further up? Is this enough to push the candles up with momentum? If not, maybe it's going to retrace even lower. So I'm just going to wait. See, it's so easy. It's so easy to trade. You just set your own rules and you trade only when your rules are fulfilled. You don't need to overtrade. You don't need to rush into any sort of market. See, I set my own rule and I'm waiting here. So I set my rules that, you know what, this candle did this. I need this candle to do similar. And I'm going to wait for this candle to flip. On the flip of this candle, there's a higher chance we can get buys and even continuation all the way up and break this range. Maybe. Why not? So just waiting here. So on the flip, I'll be looking to take buys right around there. So we will see what's going to happen. All right, so the 2-hour candle is coming into close in the next 42 minutes, okay? So it'll be interesting if this 2-hour candle flips bullish. So currently this hourly candle is bullish too. Seems like it has rejected that bottom. So this is another support here. So simple technical analysis, a potential technical analysis, this. Da, 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 da. All right, we talked all about this. We talked all about this. So if that's happening, this is perfect. See, this is my set of rules and I'm waiting for my rules, my setup to happen. So this is what you got to do too. You just got to wait to see if your setup sets up. Just got to wait. So we are waiting here. We're just waiting here. And interesting things are happening, isn't it? Interesting things are happening. Okay. So here's the thing. Yesterday, we saw a fake out on the upside for the candles to further move down, right? Yesterday, what we saw was an upside fake out. We saw this. Yesterday, we saw this, and this was a fake out for the candles to further move down. So what if this previous bearish candle is a fake out? If this bullish candle closes back in the range, there's a higher chance this is a fake out on the downside. If this 30-minute candle closes bullish back in the range. Okay, so that's something interesting to look at. And it's simpler to explain things in that sort of manner too, isn't it? So if candles close back in this range, and if this candle could be engulfed almost about 70-80%, there's a high chance we can get a push up. And relating that analogy with our higher time frame movement, high time frame price action, aligning that with volume. See, we have volume on our side too. So maybe there's going to be enough volume around London Open or closer to London Open for the price to further drive up. If that's happening, that's beautiful. All you got to do is you got to wait and define your set of rules, your set of plan, right? That's my plan. So waiting for my plan to happen. So if the price is going to push down, man, it is what it is. I'm going to wait for New York session to sort of give me that setup I'm looking for. If nothing's happening, there's nothing. See, that is trading. There is no pressure. So I've learned this the hard way too. There is no pressure. There is nobody telling you you have to make money today. You have to take a setup today. There's nobody telling you that. You don't need to do that. You're the sole trader. You're the guy who trades, who reads, who plans your own trading plans. So you don't need to put pressure on yourself. It's like you just make trading easy for yourself. Make it easy in the best way possible. If you don't see things turning out to be according to your plan, you don't trade. See, if there's nothing, I don't trade. I just sit here, chill. I'll play music in a bit. I'm here with my friends. We're gonna talk about some ideas, and that's all it's gonna be. Trading is easy. If there's nothing that appeals you, man, you just stay calm and easy. That's all. All right, Saurav here says gold to 1950 long term. What do you think? Not sure. Not sure. That is a very far-fetched idea. But if you look at this, this is something interesting. Look at this. I've been looking at the monthly time frame too. So my channel sort of analogy is aligning with the monthly time frame. Look at this. Look at this. So if I draw it like this, bang, 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 bang. This monthly candle is actually closing outside the range. So it looks like there's going to be push on the upper side. So if fundamentally we can get pushes in gold, that'd be good. But I cannot say 100% 1950. I cannot say 100%. But looks like there is a higher chance. So looking at the technicals in monthly, looks like it. Just gotta wait. Alrighty, so we are 37 minutes away from the London market open. Alright, so this is going to be interesting, very interesting. Looks like daily candle. This daily candle finally closed outside this dirty range in GA. Ah, interesting. And it actually has rejected the top, rejected this daily resistance. So it'll be interesting to see if this current daily candle could make some sort of support on the top and for the move up. So let's see. Looking at GA2. Actually, GA came back in the range in the 4 hour. Looks like GA is coming back in the range in the 4 hour. So interesting. Interesting. 2 hour. 4 hour, 2 hour. 35 more minutes left. Alright, looks like the 5-minute is just ranging side by side here. Something interesting to look at. Something interesting to look at. Alright, in the daily time frame in GU did some sort of fake out here. Seems like it did a fake out. So I have to see this current daily candle in GU to reject the top and start heading down if it's heading down in GU. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye open on GU too. Let's see. Let's see. Interesting. Interesting. 2, 4, 2. Da-da. Gee. GJ 1 hour is just trending side by side here. Nothing at all. GJ candles are moving side by side. Nothing. Literally nothing. That's good. That's pretty good. Let's just wait and see. Okay, so the 30-minute close are bullish, but is still below that support, 30-minute support. I have to see candles coming back in the range here. Have to see candles coming back in the range. So this this hourly candle is still open. So interesting. Seems like this hourly candle has rejected the bottom, is heading up. It's still hanging around the area. We need a volume on our side. Okay, so the London market's going to open up in the next 29 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see how the London market's going to make the gold price move. Pretty good. So what about GU? I think I want to wait in GU. GU doesn't have much of a range on the bottom side. That's what I think. On GU, the bottom range is not looking good. And it's making some sort of support too. So looking for sales. So let's see what's going to happen, right? So the range is not looking good because look at this. Look at the noise on the left hand side here on the bottom. This is not good. All right, maybe anything below this. Yeah, anything below that noise will be good. To trade, we need cleaner range. So we need cleaner ranges like this. Look at this range. So if you look at this is a cleaner range to trade. So anybody who traded from here to here, perfect. That's good. Because this is the cleaner range. You always want to see where is the cleaner range, and is the trend happening in throughout that range. So that's something you have to ask yourself. So this hourly has closed outside the range. Interesting. On the 4 hour, seems there's a high chance for a GU to further move up too. On the 4 hour, if you look at the 4 hour trend, support, move up, support, move up, support, move up. So just waiting here. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. All right, gold is pushing slowly up, which is good. Which is good. All right, so the price is coming back in the range. Look at the current 30-minute candle. 30-minute candle is coming back in the range, which is good, which is pretty good. All right, so the hourly is moving up too. Looks like this here was just to grab liquidity, make support, and further move up. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. 2-hour candle, 24 minutes left for this 2-hour candle to close. Interesting. Four minutes left. Our 5-minute has closed inside the range, which is good. 5-minute has come back in the range. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. It looks like gold's going to continue up here. Looks like gold's actually going to continue up. 23. 1-hour candle looks good. 1-hour candle looks much more clear. 1-hour candle looks much more clear. Much more clear. So this happened. This, after all, this actually happened. Look at this, and it's pushing up slowly. Waiting for this 15-minute candle to close. Trying to see if this 15-minute candle closes back in the range or is going to reject that level. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Another interesting day here. Interesting day. Interesting day. It looks like gold's going to push it up. Gold's going to push it up. Da-da-da-da-da. The way gold is moving, it's like it's going to push up. It's actually going to push up. I'm trying to see where I can take a proper entry. That's what I'm trying to see here. So if this hourly candle closes above, that'll be good. But if this hourly candle pushes through all the way up and fills the wick, yeah. So kind of waiting here. Still waiting. Looks like gold's gonna push up, but I'm trying to see where I can grab the opportunity. Let's sit on the chair one more time and da 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 da. 19 more minutes, which is interesting. 19 more minutes, interesting again. And the 1 hour, okay. Alright, so the 5 minute is coming back, which is good. Which is good. So if this is happening, da 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 da. This is good. Pretty good. Waiting. Okay. 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 I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate you. It's dipping inside, it's dipping lower, so the 15-minute candle seems like it's rejecting the top. So what's happening here? What's happening? Price action in 5 minute is sort of rangy price action. I have to see candles closing above and breaking this high. Breaking this high. I would love to see candle breaking this high. That high. Let's see. So got to see how this hourly candle closes at this point in time. So we have to wait and see. Wait and see. Wait and see. 13-minute candle still has 15 more minutes left for it to close. And this 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 1 minute. How is this 15-minute candle going to close here? 1 more minute left. We are still waiting here. Waiting to see how this hourly candle, this 30-minute candle closes. Buys are still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. All right, so the previous 15-minute candle close back in this ranging price action sort of a area. So we have to see candles closing back in the range. That way we can take buys. So we are just waiting. I am just waiting. Just waiting. Hourly is still hanging around there. Hourly seems like it's rejecting the bottom. It has 12 more minutes left for its close. So let's see if this hourly candle could flip a bullish. That way we do. This 2-hour candle could flip bullish. So that way we do have buyers building up for buys. So we are just waiting here. Hourly candle seems as if it's hanging around there. 12 more minutes left for hourly 2. So it looks like this is a potential support in the hourly. So let's see how this hourly candle is going to finish. How is this hourly candle going to finish? 11 more minutes. Till now, there's no volume in the market. So the London market is going to open up in the next 11 minutes. In the next 11 minutes. Market's opening up in the next 11 minutes, and the price is still hanging around that area. Let's see if it's actually rejecting the top to further move down. What's happening here? Is it gonna go back in this gray area sort of a range? What's happening? The 4-hour for now is bearish, but there are higher chances for the 4-hour to further move up. So we will see what's gonna happen. We will see what's gonna happen eventually. See. 30 minutes. rejected that broken support. Okay. 15, 5, 9 minutes. Eight minutes left. 8 minutes left. So the previous 30-minute candle has made some sort of support here. This 30-minute candle rejected the top. Let's see if we're going to get a continuation down or what's happening here. What is happening here? 15-minute candle. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. 3 minutes left here. 5-minute candle. Gold is pushing down here. Gold is pushing down. Interesting. Gold is actually pushing down. Yep, so we're gonna get the London market open in the next 6 minutes, and the gold price is pushing down. So what's happening here? Interesting price action, very rangy sort of price action in the 5 minute, up and down, sideways. So for now, it's actually breaking this support. So if this 5 minute candle could actually close below the support, there's a high chance actually price could continue further down. So just keeping an eye open for that. This is the open of the new hourly candle too. This is the open of the new hourly candle. New hourly candle. New hourly candle. New hourly candle. Let's see. Just waiting. 5-minute is pushing. Whereas the previous 5-minute candle closed below that support. Now this 5-minute is pushing down. There's a high chance it can continue all the way down till this range. So I'm just waiting here for my proper setup. You know, I'm just waiting for the 4-hour candle to flip a bullish, so that way I can take a clear sort of buys. So let's see. For now, the 4-hour candle is bearish. We are almost halfway through the 4-hour candle, so this is pretty good. Pretty good. Just waiting here. 4-hour candle is still hanging around that area. 4 minutes left for this 2-hour candle to close. Da, da, da. 3 minutes. Two more minutes left. 30-minute candles breaking the previous 30-minute candles low, heading down, rejected the top. Interesting. It's very interesting here. So if we start getting close of the candle below this range, below the gray area, that'll be a good chance to speculate on sales. Okay, so the hourly candle is still hanging around that gray area, has 2 more minutes left. If it's gonna stay there, man, there's a high chance sales could be there. So pretty good, pretty good. All right, so after this 5-minute candle close below the support, this 5-minute candle just lashed down 20 pips down. So this range was achieved. This range was achieved. So very funny price action here in the range. This 5-minute candle was the trade for people who took it, you know, obviously. But this is the close of the hour, so it's highly unlikely I would take this trade. On 5-minute, it looks pretty good. But man, oh man, gold moves so fast. I'm still waiting for the 4-hour candles, sort of a setup to play out here. Still waiting. On the 5-minute, on the break of the low, man, whoever took that trade, that was good. 20 pips in profit. You should be securing it. You should be securing and letting the rest run with break even. Alright, so the 1 hour is going to close in the next 1 minute. It'll be interesting to see if this hourly candle closes below the gray area with a healthy bearish sign. If there's a lower wick on the hourly candle and closes below the gray area, there's a higher chance we may get continuation down. Otherwise, I'm still waiting, you know, still waiting. Too risky for taking in the last 5 minutes of the hourly candle. London Open could reverse it. That's correct. That's why I didn't take it, Ricardo. See, that's where the experience comes in. Ricardo is correct. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So I didn't take this trade because we are close to London Open and we don't know how London Open is going to react, right? So there is no clear direction here. 5 minute here is acting very funny. Look at this. What's happening here? There may be a rejection, but this is just a short-term sell. Is it a short-term sell? What's happening? And this is the last. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at the rejection. Ooh. Maybe there could be a continuation, but look at the rejection. Ooh. We don't know. So last few minutes before London Open is dangerous. So it is what it is. Okay, so looking at this, the hourly candle just closed at the gray area. So this is very funny, right? The 4-hour candle now has enough wick on the downside to further continue up, all right? So the 4-hour candle now has enough wick on the downside to further continue up if it's continuing up. So look at this. So the 2-hour candle also closed right at that gray area. Okay, there is a higher chance for the price to further continue up. Let's see if the 4-hour did its liquidity grab and if the London market is going to push it all the way up. Let's see what's going to happen here in the next few hours. We are just waiting here. Waiting is the best, so just waiting. Okay, 15-minute candle is retracing pretty hard. 5-minute candle is retracing pretty hard, almost engulfing the previous candle. Is this going to be a retest around the previous broken level? What's happening? Okay, bounced off pretty hard. Pretty hard bounce off. Pretty hard bounce off. So whoever took that trade on the break-it 5-minute low, you should have secured, man. Look at this. There was no business leaving money on the table. You should have secured some, at least some. If you took this trade on the break-it low, you should have secured. Look at the candles retracing back. It's actually retracing pretty hard. So we will see. We will see in the next hour. And so what's going to happen here? If this 4-hour candle could eventually flip bullish with all this liquidity grab, man, this is going to be mega. This is going to be mega. Let's see what's exactly happening here. Let's look at GJ. Looks like GJ is just ranging side by side, isn't leaving that range yet. Have to see a candle close below 153.945 to see if the price is going to continue up, right? So what I'm going to do is I will go to the toilet quick and come back and see what gold is doing in the next few minutes. Okay, this 5 minutes coming into a close. Just give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, we are still here. Pretty hard retracement in gold, pretty hard. So the 5 minute is coming to a close. 5 minutes gonna close. Yep. 5 minute close bullish. Interesting. Bullishing up Pretty interesting here. It's pushing up. Interesting. Interesting to see price action. So the 15-minute candle right now is rejecting the top. It's still hanging around that area. Still hanging around that area. Still hanging around. 8 more minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close. 8 more minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close. It's very interesting. 8 more minutes. $52, 22, 7 minutes. Alrighty. Let's see how this hourly candle is going to act here. Okay, so the 4-hour candle, so the current 4-hour candle is still bearish. We need to see this 4-hour candle flipping bullish. That way we can take clear buys. So just waiting here to see how this 4-hour candle could flip. We are halfway through, definitely halfway through this 4-hour candle already. So we are definitely halfway through this 4-hour candle already, and we are still moving. Okay. Good morning, Jamil. Good morning. I hope you're doing well, Jamil. I hope you're doing well. I am looking for buys in gold. So just waiting for this 4-hour candle to flip in my direction, you know. So the hourly candle, I needed the hourly candle to close below the gray area for any sort of sell. So the hourly candle has just closed nearby. So if this hourly candle is actually going to reject the top and start heading down, there is a cleaner range and the wick could be attacked for sales. And this is obviously volume time, so just waiting here. For any sort of buys, I have to see the 4-hour candle flipping bullish. For sales on the break of the low, could be something nice. Could be something nice. Could be something nice. But just waiting here. Just waiting. Still waiting for this gold to move in a direction. Alright, so the 1 minute is clearly side by side ranging here. So this is where the consolidation is happening. So have to see a candle break outside of this range. Let's see. Gold, gold, gold. And I'll be back in a second. We are back one more time. It's actually pretty cold here. The weather's getting colder. Colder weather. We are still waiting. So the 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 55 seconds. It'll be interesting to see how this 15-minute candle closes. How this 15-minute candle could close. Eventually, if this 4-hour candle flips bullish, man, that'll be good. That will be good. That'll be very nice. Alright, so the 15-minute candle closed with no wick on the top. No wick on the top. Candle close with no wick on the top. Are we gonna get a push down? Let's see, on the break of the low. On the break of the low. On the break of the low. And we are 16 minutes in the London session. Looks like the current hourly candle is rejected at the top. So maybe on the break of the low, that'll be a good idea to execute. Maybe let's see. Let's see. For a sell. For a sell. Let's see. Mr. Firefox 25. So he's saying GBPUSD sell. Oh man, you have to send me a chart. You have to send me a chart like BJ did. So earlier on, BJ actually sent a chart with his last extension. So if you do that, I can look at your chart and review it, and that'll be good. That will be good. That'll be a good day. Pound yen just ranging side by side. Gold candle rejected the top. Interesting. Firefox, you can actually look at Tradingview from your phone too. You can do an analysis on the phone too. Most of the people actually who don't have laptop do it on the phone. Do it on the phone, my mate. 100%, and I'll look at it. 100% look at it. right, so the gold is actually having a really hard time moving down. It's actually having a really hard time moving down. It's ranging side by side. Looks like there's no volume here. No volume yet. So we are 20 minutes in the London market and the price is ranging side by side. Looks like this 5-minute price action seems like it's acting according to the channel. So there's a lot of engagements here. So let's see what's gonna happen, right? Eventually, I'm waiting for the 4-hour candle to flip bullish. So if there's any sort of upside coming in, we obviously have to break these levels and move up, right? So for those levels to move up, maybe an early indication would be price engaging a few more times, breaking it, retest and move up. So that could be a case too. So I'm just gonna wait for that. Just going to wait for that. Wait for that. Are you waiting for the third tap to confirm the downtrend? I mean, there could be a short-term sort of a downtrend in gold, but I'm waiting for buys on the 4-hour. So my trade is based on the 4-hour. It's actually based on the 4-hour. So just want to see this 4-hour candle flip bullish. If this 4-hour candle flips bullish, there's much more cleaner range on the top. I don't want to see price diving back in this range. This range is not pretty. Not pretty at all. So I want to see price moving away from this range. So eventually 4-hour has to flip bullish, and if the liquidity grab that is happening right now in the 4-hour, is that actually going to reject these price, we can move up. So have to wait. We have 1 hour and 37 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close, so maybe we will see that move happening. Just gotta wait a little bit more. Previous 2-hour candle has closed bearish. Now the current 2-hour candle is rejecting the top. Okay, it's actually rejecting the top. So let's see. So I'm actually trying to be fluid, because if there's any volume coming in, if there's going to be some sort of push in the market, can I actually take sells on the break of the low? I'm asking myself the question. I have to see volume in the market. That way I can take a sell. If there's no volume, no trade. Let's see. Just trying to be fluid in the market. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, gold is actually having a hard time breaking down. It's actually having a hard time breaking down here. Having a hard time breaking down. Hard time. So the gold is moving down slowly. Slowly moving down. So the previous 5-minute candle closed below. This 5-minute candle is breaking the low of the low of this hour and this 5-minute candle. So pretty interesting here. Are we gonna get some sort of continuation down? Because the hourly candle has grabbed its liquidity on the top, looks like, and it's like 20 pips of liquidity. So let's see. Let's see if we can attack the wick on the left hand side. Okay, so the 30-minute candle is going to close in the next 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and the 15-minute candle is still hanging around that 15-minute support. The setups are not so clear, to be honest, not so clear. So this 5-minute candle closed below. Okay, yeah, I'm just waiting here. Just waiting. Just waiting and waiting. Just waiting and waiting. Yes. We should be looking for buying opportunity. That's correct. Based on the 4-hour. So I'm just trying to see if there's any selling sort of a fluid setup. So let's see what's happening, right? I'm not in any sort of trade, just seeing price action, you know, just looking at the price action, waiting. That's all I'm doing here. Just waiting. Literally waiting. Literally
well, folks,
waiting.
it's time to kick it old school.
Literally waiting.
So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Target 18. Yeah, I actually want to see price going in this cleaner range. So for example, if you look at this, there's a cleaner range here. Yeah, I eventually want to see price getting in this range here. If price could get in this range, because we actually have tapped in the range already. So if we are going to achieve any of these range, man, that's good. That's good. Eventually, cleaner range on the left hand side. That'll be good. That will be good. Just waiting here. Yeah, 4-hour is still hanging around there. 2-hour is still there. Hourly candle is still there. 30-minute candle is going to close in the next 1 minute. Minute candle is coming to a close. 30-minute candle is coming to a close. Okay, so the 5-minute wick here actually almost broke the previous low here, right? It just tapped and went back. Tapped and went back. Exactly the same low. That's interesting, isn't it? Look at this. So this 5-minute candle, or the hourly candle, has a low of 1870.646, and this is the same. 1870, 646, same low. I have to head up. Thank you, Anuj. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Ricardo, for coming by. Mate, I'll see you later. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day. Weather is beautiful. Spring and 26. Oh, that's beautiful. It's cold out here, man. We are getting colder here. We are getting colder. I think it's 17, 16 out here. Not good. 17, 16, and pretty windy. Windy, sort of a cold. Cool. So don't like the cold here. Definitely don't like the cold. Sitting. Ah, you hate hot weather. No, I mean 26 is fine. 26 is fine. Come on. It's pretty cold, man. It's miserable, windy and cold. It's miserable together. Miserable together. Die, 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 die. I think we're gonna break this channel. More than likely, I think we're gonna break this channel. If we could get some sort of break outside this channel and some sort of retest, that'll be good. Some sort of break and retest would be good. Some sort of break of this channel and retest before heading up would be good. That will be good. That'll be a good day. Yep, I think we're gonna move up here. I think the volume is coming in slow. All right, so if this 5-minute candle closes outside the channel and does some sort of retest on the channel before moving up, there's a higher chance the price could further move up here. It could further move up. Let's see if this channel plays out today. Yes, sir. I think we are breaking up. Ricardo missed it. Ricardo missed it. Anyways, all right, so the 5-minute has closed outside, so we need some sort of retest from this current 5-minute candle before it heads up. That'd be good. A retest on the channel, one more engagement before heading up. That'd be nice. That will be nice. All right, so the channel has been broken. Wow, there is actually a high volume, man. I need some sort of retest on the channel before moving up. If there's a possible retest here, I'll be happy to take a break of the high with a smaller volume. Let's see. Wow. Another beautiful day here. Ooh. It's moving up without any retests. Wow, come on. We need some sort of retest here. Gold, some sort of retest, mate. Some sort of retest, mate. Come on. Before moving up. Some sort of retest before moving up. Oh, and we are coming. Retesting. Trying to retest. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I have to see if this 15-minute candle could close outside the channel too. That'll be nice if this 15-minute candle closes outside the channel. Alright, so the 5-minute is trying to do a retest here. It looks like this current 5-minute candle is doing some sort of retest on the channel. So on the break of the current 5-minute high, that'll be a good chance to take a buy there. That could be a good chance to take the buy. Right around that level. So 15-minute candle is coming to a close too, so that's something to keep in mind. So this could be the ideal retest to the channel. That could be. Let's see how it closes, right? Let's see how it closes. Interesting. Some sort of retest. Let's see. Let's see. It's pretty interesting here. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. All right, so is this the potential retest in the channel? What's happening? What's happening? This 5-minute candle is still outside the channel. Has to stay outside the channel. Has to stay outside the channel. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. 13-minute is coming to a close. Hourly is coming to a close. 20 more minutes left. Let's see. 15-minute candle. 5-minute left. 5-minute candle. It's pretty interesting here. Pretty interesting here. There is a chance price is going to react after this engagement with the channel. This is interesting. There could be a rejection in the price to further move up. There could be that sort of rejection here. If price is reacting according to the channel, this is very interesting here. It's actually interesting. Price is still holding outside. It's holding outside the channel, which is still pretty good. Still pretty good. So as of now, I'm looking to attack this wick here. So it's gonna be here, 40 pips away. 40 pips away. 40 pips away. Because these noises here doesn't really make sense. You know, I'll be careful around this rejection area to see if the price is going to reject that heavily. But man, that's just a noise. In 4 hour, look at this. 4 hour flip right now. It does make sense. If it happens, if the 4 hour flip is actually happening, it does make sense. Isn't it? It does make sense. So it can actually feel the traffic on the left-hand side. So I'm just waiting for that. Just kind of waiting to see if that actually happens, right? So looking at the 2 hour. Okay, the current 2 hour is still bullish. Sort of rejecting that area. Current 1 hour is still bullish. 18 more minutes left for its close. So it'll be interesting to see how the 1 hour closes, and the 30-minute closes. Very interesting. Interesting. 5 minutes coming back. All right. So this could be another retest here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll actually, if the price is reacting according to the channel, the flip of the 4 hour does make sense, okay? The flip of the 4 hour does make sense. And price could actually continue up with volume. This is volume time, obviously. So the 15-minute candle is coming to a close too. If the 15-minute candle stays outside the channel, there's a higher chance price could react in a way that it could move up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a pending around here. Stop loss about 13, 14 pips below, expecting the price to further move up. So let's see. Let's see if this maneuver is actually happening. Okay, so let's see if we can do that. Price is still hanging around that channel, which is pretty good. Still hanging around that channel. Still hanging around that channel. Interesting. Oh. Okay, the price is sort of reacting with the channel. Let's see if the strategy works. Let's see. We need the candles to move up with the volume and not come back in this channel. So if the price doesn't come back in the channel, there's a higher chance we can push up. Let's see what's going to happen here. See what's going to happen. See what's going to happen. 1 more minute left. Okay, so the 15-minute candle's coming to a close. Interesting. 5 minute is rejecting that channel. 40 seconds left. Are we gonna get some sort of rejection and further move up on the break of the high? That'd be good. So I got my pending ready. So just waiting to see if that's going to be activated here. Let's see if my pending is going to be activated. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Alright, so the 15-minute candle actually did close outside the channel, which is pretty good. So the previous 5-minute candle did some sort of retest, close bearish, is still outside the channel. I want price to move with volume. So eventually, first breaking this high and breaking this high and pushing price up. So that'll be good. Let's see if that's actually going to happen, right? If the price comes back into the channel, not sure how that's going to work out. But it's a pending order, so let's see if the strategy is going to work. Let's see if the setup strategy is actually going to work. Okay. Baby. Let's see. 14 more minutes. 14 more minutes. Interesting. GJ, let's look at GJ. GJ is just going side by side. Nothing happening in GJ at this point in time. Literally nothing. Literally nothing happening in GJ. Oh, gold is still there. Gold is still hanging around that channel. We need volume in the market. If there's no volume, literally there's nothing. So let's see what's gonna happen. Looks like the current 15-minute candle has made its low wick. Is this low wick in the 15-minute candle enough for the candle to push up? Let's see. Let's wait and watch. Wait and watch. Wow. The price to actually move up with volume. Is there volume coming in? Some sort of volume coming in. What's happening? What is happening? At this point in time, just waiting in the market. There's nothing happening except for wait. Gotta see if the price is going to react with the channel. If it's actually reacting, it has to leave and start moving up, breaking these highs. So just waiting here. Just waiting. And the hourly candle, how long have you been trading? So I've been trading for some time now. For some time, sir. For some time. All right, so the 15-minute candle is still hanging outside that channel. All right, this is pretty interesting. So waiting to see if the candles could flip in our direction. If it's not flipping, if it comes back in this channel, the price action is obviously rangy. You know, there's nothing happening. So I have to see some sort of volume being induced in the market. So I have to wait and see if that's actually happening. Have to wait and see if that's actually happening. Because if the price starts coming back in this range, there's nothing happening except for side-by-side consolidation. Okay, so have to see volume in the market. So is there any volume coming in? What's happening? What's happening? Da 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 dee dee da da. 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes. Prices are still hanging around. I still practice on my discipline so hard. Oh yeah, man. So the thing about discipline is you have to ask yourself, why are you doing it? Why are you trading, right? So why are you actually trading? What is the reason? It's to express your freedom. It's to grow your account, right? So how is your account going to grow? Only if you're disciplined. If the only way to be successful is to be disciplined, why do you want to break your discipline? This has been a trait, right? No matter who it is, no matter whoever does whatever, for success, there has to be some sort of discipline. If you don't follow your discipline, man, you have to tell yourself to obey, because there's nobody else in this whole world that's going to make you follow your own discipline except for yourself. So you got to talk to yourself, why are you doing it? If you're just doing it for your own fuckery, man, you're going to be messed up. But if you tell yourself that, why are you doing it? I'm doing it for my success. So what do I need to do? I need to be disciplined. So be disciplined. You got to talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. All right, so the 1 minute is coming back in the channel, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If this is the last engagement required, or what's happening in the market, right? So we need to see some sort of volume in the market. Definitely have to see some sort of volume in the market. If there's no volume, no push. So let's just wait. Let's just wait and see. Obviously, the pending is still there. So we are waiting to see if the pending is going to be activated. Let's see. So the 15-minute candle has actually tapped it. Look at this. Has tapped that channel. So I have to see some sort of volume, If there's no volume, obviously, there's nothing. There's nothing happening. So the hourly is coming into a close in the next 7 minutes. Looks like there is some sort of support being formed here, and that's pretty good. Some sort of support being formed here, clearly. If this hourly could close bullish, we do have higher chances for the next hourly candle to further move up. So expecting this 4-hour candle to flip bullish. Can this 4-hour candle flip bullish? That'll be interesting to see. That will be interesting to see. Okay, so we are still here waiting for this hourly candle to close, waiting to see if this 4-hour could flip bullish. So interesting, very interesting. Price has broke above outside the channel. Have to see some sort of rejection here, which the 15-minute is actually doing. So just have to wait and see if this 15-minute could actually stay away. The pending is still there. If there's no volume, I might delete the pending. So I might actually take my pending off, because it looks like the market is just going side by side. So we will see. We will see. We will We'll see. Okay, so the 5 minute, my pending is still around that level, around here. So let's see what's gonna happen. Are we getting some sort of volume? Are we getting some sort of volume? Are we getting some sort of volume here? Have to see volume in the market. Have to see volume in the market. Come on. Some sort of volume in the market. Some sort of volume in the market. Okay, price is rejecting. My pending is still there. I'm gonna let it breathe. So let's see what's gonna happen. My stop loss is somewhere around here. So in about 15-14 pips, you know, once price hits my pending, if it starts going, if it starts rejecting it, I'm gonna close it all. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Interesting. 5 minute candles are outside the channel. Are actually outside the channel, sort of rejecting. There's a support here. What is happening? Can we break this high and push with volume? Can we actually break that high? Let's see if the reaction of the price around the channel is going to work here. Is that going to work? 2 more minutes. Have to see volume on our side, because obviously I've actually back tested this sort of maneuver several times. So if there is reaction happening, if there's actual reaction happening around this level, we can push up. So my bias is based on 4 hour, but the price action with the channel, the reaction is happening in the smaller time frame, which is interesting, which is actually interesting. Just waiting, calm and patient. Is there enough volume? If I see price moving with such a choppy price action, look at this, there's literally no volume. Price is just ranging. If it's gonna range like this, I'm just gonna take it off. And I'm gonna come back when there's enough volume in the market. Because the London market is not supposed to be like this, you know, it's just ranging. It has been ranging nothing. Alright, so the price is coming very close to the pending here. Pretty close to the pending. Pretty close to the pending. Pretty close to the pending. This is the close of the 15-minute candle. This is the close of the 30-minute candle, 1 hour candle. Interesting. And the 5 minute is still outside. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to the toilet and come back and we'll see what's happening. Okay, so we are still hanging around that area. Price close outside the channel, hanging around there. Looks like there's no volume here. looks like. Literally, there's no volume in the market. So I would want to see this hourly candle push up, because clearly hourly candle has established some sort of support here. All right, definitely there's a support here. So would love to see this hourly candle push up. That's not only going to be an hourly push, but a 2-hour candle, a 2-hour candle push up too. So let's see what's going to happen. How are we going to get that push? And I'm getting closer to my pending here. And that the 4-hour candle is coming to a close too. Very interesting, isn't it? 58 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close. Hourly candle clearly has made that support. We need volume in the market. Some sort of volume in the market. Price is pretty close to my pending. I'm telling to myself, I'm asking myself, should I let my pending be there? Okay. 15-minute candle sort of rejecting the area. Looking pretty good. My pending is still there. Have to see push. Have to see a push. If the 5-minute is actually reacting according to the channel, have to see a push. Have to see a push. Have to see a push. Pending is still around here. Still there. Have to see a push. Okay. Have to see a push. All right, so we are 1 hour in the London market already, okay? 1 hour in the London market. So price has been ranging, nothing clear. A pending is still waiting. There's no volume in the market. Literally no volume in the market. 4-hour has grabbed its liquidity, seems like. So if this is actually going to drive the price all the way up, there is no volume at this point in time. So we have to ask ourselves questions that when is the next volume time? A potential reactive volume time is around Tokyo close. So if the Tokyo close is going to bring in some sort of volume in the market, that'll be amazing. So this has been another waiting day. Clearly GJ, no clear price action. Look at this. GJ is looking so good for sales, but only below 153.945. Nothing happened. Price moved sideways. So this is sort of a day where you have to stay calm and tell yourself that, you know what, this is a character building day and the experience counts. You clearly know when the price is ranging. You are not in the market. So you are an experienced trader once you call out a character building day. So this was a clear character building day in GJ. Gold, nothing clear happened. Okay? Nothing clear. Price is slowly moving up, so we are not sure when the next volume is going to come in. We need volume in the market, otherwise there's nothing. Okay? There's literally nothing. Price has broken the channel. If the price is reacting according to the channel, we need a volume. If there's no volume, no trade. Simply no trade. So I'm going to call it a day in the next few minutes. So I definitely see buyers coming in for New York session. So I'm just going to chill out. All right, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to call it a day, chill out, and I will look for buys around New York session. That's going to be my next major volume time. So this is the good thing about coming to the chart early. I get to see my charts early. I get to see what price is doing right now. So eventually, if price aligns with what's going to happen in New York, man, I am on the good go. All right, so that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to call it a day. So if there's any sort of question from anybody here, just throw your question in the YouTube, and even my Zoom friends, if you have something, just 100%. Go for it and we will have a look at it. 100% have a look at it. So another beautiful day. Showing up to the chart is an experience, is beautiful. Definitely London session has been choppy few days. It has been choppy. We need volume in the market. So if there's no volume right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for Tokyo session to close. If that's going to induce some volume and is going to give me a proper setup around here, beautiful. Otherwise, it's just a good idea for me if I wait. So I'll just wait. I'll just wait for the New York to kick in, and that's when I thrive on the New York session. So it's another beautiful day. Another beautiful day. Another beautiful day. No volume right now. No volume. Literally no volume. Look at this. Man, oh man. No volume. Literally no volume. No volume. Okay, so guys, if there's any question, just go for it. Just ask me a question. Just go for it. 100% go for it. 100% go for it.
Yeah, same situation. What you could also do is
Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so the price is pushing up with some stretches here. Oop. And is the volume kicking in now? What's happening? Okay, interesting. Is the strategy, is the setup coming alive? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, if this 5-minute candle retraces, I'm just gonna close that pending, and I'm gonna call it a day and take a break for the New York session. That's gonna be my setup. I'm gonna wait for the 4-hour candle to flip in New York potentially, and that'll be good. Oh, Jamil, my friend, says let's look at USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD, Jamil. Oh man, it's USD CAD is okay. Okay, USD CAD is actually a little bit funny. Little bit funny. Okay, for a short. Okay, for a short. And my pending in the gold has been activated. The pending in the gold has been activated. Finally activated. If there's no volume, I'm just gonna close it out. I will just close it out. If there's no volume, I'll just close it out. Let's see. Let's see if this reaction with the channel is actually working, right? Let's see. 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 All right, so the previous hourly so the current hourly candle has broken the previous hourly candle. My pending is still there. It's a risky trade. It's definitely a risky trade. But I've seen candles reacting to channels like this, and especially around the higher time frame candles flip, it moves pretty heavily. So let's see. If there's no volume, I'm just gonna close it out. 2, 3, 4 pips. I don't mind. I don't mind. But let's see. Let's see. I am in the trade. In the trade. Let's see. Stop loss is below the support. Maybe 1 pips below the support. Let's see. The 15-minute candle is coming into a close in the next 4 minutes. The only thing I'm deciding in my head is, should I close the position? So I can close the position anytime here. Anytime. If there's enough volume, it can drive up. I've seen candles reacting with the channels like this and move up. So let's see. So the previous hourly is bullish. Current hourly is still bullish, has broken the previous hourly's high. So let's see. A risky trade. Does it pay out or not? Let's see. So we were looking at USD CAD. So for sales in USD CAD, looks like sales below I'm not sure Jamil. Not sure for sales. Doesn't look good. Oh, and my gold is running. Gold is running. USD CAD is actually looking funny. All right, so the gold is pushing up, right? So this is pretty good. Okay, this is actually pretty good, right? So the setup was explained. So it's actually running. If the candle is going to start retracing back, so the only thing in the back of my head is to close the position. So I'll close the position. If it goes 4 pips, 3 pips, 4 pips loss, I'll still close it, because I need volume in the market. So if there's enough volume in the market, and if this reaction from the channel is actually happening, this is pretty good. But if it starts retracing back, I'm not gonna leave a big chunk of money on the table. That's what the plan is right now. So let's see. So the 4-hour candle is eventually flipping bullish. Look at this. So the 4-hour candle has come alive. 4-hour candle has come alive. So if this 4-hour candle is going to push the price all the way up, this is amazing. Okay, this is amazing. 4-hour candle has come alive. It's bullish. And the 2-hour candle has come up too. Look at the hourly candle. I am 6 pips up, so which is pretty good. I'm still gonna let this run a little bit more. I'm gonna let it breathe, and man, I'll be done for the week. Let's see. All right. So the current 30-minute current hourly candle has broken the previous hourly candle's high. Clearly, this was the setup we waited for the whole day. Now I'm 8 pips up. Okay. So this is an advanced trade. Not many. I don't expect not many beginner traders to understand this. So look at simple technical analysis. Everything was given out. So we waited for this. This happened. This actually happened. So if there's any volume coming in the market, very close to Tokyo session close, this is pretty good. So we might get a push all the way up. So let's see what's gonna happen. So if I go like 3 or 4 pips in drawdown, I'm just gonna close the position. That's the first thing that kicks in my head. Just close the position, because it's a setup taken with the help of channel. So if it's actually the channel acting out here, man, oh man, I need some sort of volume in the market, then I'll be good. I need some sort of a volume in the market. That's what I need. That's what I need here. All right, so we are pushing up. We are still pushing up, which is pretty good. I think I'm going to secure, once I reach 10 pips, I'm going to secure some of my positions, and I'm going to let trade breathe, maybe with 2 pips, 3 pips stop loss. So pretty good. So this is a advanced trade. Pretty good. All right, and this is where I secure. This is where I secure some and let the rest run at break even. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good trade. Pretty good trade. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing trade here. Gold did pay out. Eventually gold did pay out. Amazing. Amazing. Look at this. Oh my god, this is pretty good. This is actually good. This is actually good. We are moving in our original direction only now. Look at this. The 4-hour candle has come alive only now. The daily candle is still moving in the original direction. Look at this. And there's a cleaner range on the top. This is amazing. Let's see if the Tokyo push could actually take the candle somewhere, right? That'll be interesting to look at. Tokyo candle, Tokyo market close, actually taking the candle somewhere. That would be interesting. Let's see. Wow. Slowly but surely the candles are moving in the original direction, man. This is beautiful. This is just beautiful. Wow. Just beautiful. I've secured 10 pips with my stop loss. My stop loss is still there. It's still there. I will see what happens in the next few minutes. Let's see. Let's see. Pretty good. Pretty good, man. That was a good setup. That was a good setup. I hope my guys in the Zoom took it too. I hope you guys took it too. So what I'm gonna do is I will do this. All right, so that was amazing. That was actually amazing. So Terry Singh says, "Thank you, mate. Just made $42 to pay my phone bill. Wow, I love that. I actually love that. I love the fact that you actually made some money. Pretty good, pretty good. So if you actually come to the stream and you're listening to the ideas, man, you will be paid. 100%, you will be paid." This was a trade that I took with experience, right? So this is not something an beginner trader will see. So maybe you will see this over time, but what I saw was something that came out of the experience, right? This is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Do you have a runner? No, it just got stopped at. So now it just got stopped at. I had a runner. I secured 10 pips. I secured 10, 11 pips, and it just got stopped at break even. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. So that was like 14 pips move from the entry. Pretty good. 14 pips. Yeah, I take it. I take it. I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy. Oh, and GJ is falling. All right, so I'm going to keep an eye open for GJ now. So my alarm just hit me. I'm going to keep an eye open for GJ. All right, so looks like we are heading down nice and slow here. Pretty good. Pretty good. Finally coming to the original direction. The 4 hour looks so good to further continue down. It has 33 more minutes left for the price to further move down. So we will see what's gonna happen. We will see what's gonna happen. We will see. Alrighty, looks like now the pairs are moving slowly. Pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good, isn't it? Alrighty, so the candles are still moving. So the 2 hour is breaking the previous 2 hour support. It has 32 minutes left for its close, and the 4 hour as well. Okay, looking at the 30-minute candle, 30-minute candle is going to close in the next 2 minutes. If this 30-minute candle closes bearish with a lower wick below, I would take a sell on the break of the low right there. I would take a sell right there because it's a clean range on the left hand side. We will see. Thank you so much for the free knowledge. I hope I can pay you back someday. It's just hard to find good people in the trading industry. 100%, Terry. This is beautiful. Beautiful. You come here, you learn, you earn. You know, that's just my goal. helping people grow with me. If people can grow along with me, I am happy already. This is amazing. Just spread the words. That's all. Just spread the words to your friends and family. That's all. That's all. That was pretty good. Pretty good day here. Pretty good. All right, so this 15-minute candle was going to close in the next 1 minute. Even the 30-minute candle. So we'd love to see this candle actually closing below 153.945 level. This is pretty good. This is the first candle that broke outside the range. So if this was a range right here, this is the first candle to break outside the range. If the next candle could actually first reject the range and start moving down, that'll be good. That'll be ideal. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm looking out for sales. Looking out for sales. Man, oh man. Amazing. Okay, so the previous 30-minute candle closed. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. So the previous 30-minute candle closed below 153.945 level, which is pretty good. There's higher chances for sales, right? So this is the close of the 4 hours. So it'll be interesting to see how this 4-hour candle closes. If this 4-hour candle closes with healthy bearish signs, there's a higher chance the next 4-hour candle is going to push down. Okay, with volume, it can actually feel this wick. Okay, I'm going to call it a day here, guys, because it's 6:30 here in my local time. So I'm just going to take a break. Sonai says, is it better to enter on lower time frame for better entry? So this is the idea about lower entry, right? Lower time frame entries. For example, pairs like pound yen, you can actually execute. For example, I can execute on 15 and 30 because sometimes 15 and 30 is enough confirmation. You cannot execute on 1 minute on GJ. That's just too absurd. I never execute on 1 minute on GJ. I just look at the price action, okay? But the gold, for example, gold pairs moves really heavily, even in the 1 minute and 5 minute. So in relation to volume, you can actually execute on the smaller time frame in the pairs like gold. But it takes time to execute with the smaller time frame with gold because you have to sort of align your lower time frame analysis with your higher time frame bias. If you don't get what I said, what I just said, I'm saying that you have to base your bias on the higher time frame. Look at the higher time frame direction, and you can look at the price action in the smaller time frame in volatile pairs like gold, and then execute. Okay, so this channel sort of analogy, I've been backtesting this for years now, for some years, to be honest. So this reaction at the 5 minute after rejecting this was beautiful. So this was a trade taken in 5 minutes on the break of this high. So it depends. It definitely depends on the structure, Sonai. Sometimes when the structure is, for example, easier structure, it's better to execute on the higher time frame because you have a stronger bias. When the structures can be hard to execute in, that time you can execute, for example, using a smaller time frame, right? A smaller time frame, and you can even execute with the impulse idea then, but only once you're experienced in the market. So that's the idea. All right, so this is looking pretty good in pound yen. 5 minute is looking pretty good. It's rejecting that level, which is good. Our 15 minute is looking good. 30-minute is looking good. Okay, pretty good. So on the break of the low, I'm going to execute a sell. Let's see. It's actually the close of the 4 hour. Should I wait? So the question I'm asking myself is, should I actually wait for the 4 hour candle to close? Maybe yes. So what I'm going to do is I will actually wait for the 4 hour candle to close. It's okay if I miss this trade because I've already taken a profitable trade here. So the only thing in the back of the head is, why do I need to risk it again? No, I do not, because I've taken a profitable trade already. I've secured half of my position in half of my position at 10 pips, and my position ran all the way up 14 pips. So this is amazing. If I miss out this trade, it's fine. It's just as fine. I will be okay, because I'm going to wait for this 4 hour candle to close. I am going to wait for this 4 hour candle to close. I'm going to wait for this 4 hour candle to close, but GJ is looking very good for sells. You know, gold is still hanging around that area. So definitely we need some sort of volume in the market. So the Tokyo close is going to happen in the next 24 minutes. And this is where I take a break. You know, I've stayed longer than usual, but it's fine. It's pretty fine. It's pretty fine. Amazing day here in gold. That was a very advanced trade taken, and explosive securing too. So that was, how many minutes was it? So let's say 10 pips. Okay, so that took me like 15 minutes. 15 minutes trade. Was that a 15 minutes trade? Oh no, hold on. From here, exactly from here. So how many minutes did it take me? All right, that was 10 minutes. That was a 10 minutes trade. So pretty good. Pretty good. Amazing. So this celebration is for the guys who took it on the YouTube. So here you go in 3, 2, 1, and there you go. That's the celebration for you guys, because you guys took the trade and you won. Okay, you took the trade and you won. So that's for you guys. Definitely for you guys. So I have to wait and see if this 4 hour candle flips bullish. That way it'll be beautiful. Beauty and a beast. All right. So stay calm. Don't overtrade. You know, there's always going to be next day. So wait. Waiting is the key. Congratulations to whoever took it. Amazing day. If there is any sort of request right now, I can have a look at it. If there's any sort of request from anybody, from my friends in YouTube, from my Zoom friends, anything, any question, just shoot the question at me. Just shoot the question at me. And no question. So I think I'm gonna call it a day here. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you, Magia. Thank you, Sonai, for coming in. Thank you, the YouTube guys, for coming in. It's a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day, and don't overtrade, don't over risk, you know. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you.